Including printed albums in each one of your pricing options as a wedding photographer is the key to running a successful, profitable business. If you are giving your clients high-res digital files only, you are drastically reducing the opportunity for you to extract more profit from that client. A profit that is much easier to acquire than shooting the wedding itself. I'm Brett Florence, award-winning destination wedding photographer, photographic educator, and Nikon ambassador. I have been running a profitable, sustainable business for over 25 years. And the key to my profitability is selling multiple albums with each wedding. Now, that means that I don't give my high-res digital files to my client unless it is the most expensive option that I offer. In fact, I don't give any digital files at all, high or low res, with my entry-level pricing option. Now, that statement might cause some controversy. However, me retaining those high-res files enabled me to generate cash flow over the COVID crisis. I was able to either sell the high-res digital files or print additional albums for my clients. In this short video, I'm going to take you through how I shoot with the album in mind, how I put the album together, and how I sell multiple albums to the client. The key to this particular technique is to make sure that you shoot with intent, that you know premeditatedly that you are going to be shooting with the idea of creating multiple albums. Here are just a few examples of me shooting a wedding where you see that I am thinking about who I can make albums for constantly. I'm going to shoot each note to each groomsman individually because I am going to be making customized albums for each groomsman. I need to get a shot of each bridesmaid because again I'll be looking at doing an album for each one of them. That's Mum. And that's Gran. Right, I can do this as they come past, again specifically because of their own albums. From here we're going to go and do the congratulations. Look amazing, mate. Here I'm making sure I've got some great images of the mum. And during the ceremony, I'm photographing aunts, uncles, cousins, nieces, nephews, anyone. And by me having those images gives me the opportunity to create customized albums for practically anyone. Once all the retouching has been done for all the images, I can then go about laying out the main album. Now, most of my clients receive at least 2 albums, with the main album containing most of the images. It is a nice keepsake, however, with all the images being in the album, or the majority of the images being in the album, the design can be a little bit busy. That's why I always suggest a second album with a much cleaner design. Once I have designed the album, which takes me generally around 45 minutes, I export it to cloud proofing for the bride to approve. I then go about creating the second showcase album, as well as you can see here, an album that is specifically designed for the parents of the bride. I do all of my design in smart albums. I find it to be very, very efficient and the interface very easy to use. As you can see from the images chosen for this particular album, it is very much about the parents of the bride's experience of the day. And just as I did with the main album, once this album has been designed, I upload it to cloud proofing. Here I go again, creating an album that is specifically designed to showcase the brother of the bride's experience of the day. There are some really nice ways to customize these albums, and one of the things that I do is ask the bride to write a special note specifically for the recipient. That always goes down really, really well. So as you can see here, 16 unique customized albums uploaded to cloud proofing by Smart Albums and all approved by the bride. Now it's time to send off the finished albums to the printer. I photograph weddings all over the world, and when I'm in South Africa, I use Pro Albums to print my weddings. Their quality and consistency is fantastic, and their service is second to none. Here is a little behind the scenes look at what goes on in the factory at Pro Albums. Once the images are digitally received, the team can start the printing process. There are a few different options of the type of paper that you can print on. It's all Fuji paper, and I choose the matte option. Once all the images have been printed and cut to size, the binding and gluing process begins. As you can see, at each stage, quality control is of the utmost importance. My client chose brown leather covers for her main albums, and here you can see how each one is handmade. Laser engraving ensures a personal touch. The handmade presentation boxes add a touch of class. And here you can see all 16 albums ready to go. The brown leather for her main albums and the blue velvet for each individual guest album. Carefully packed and couriered off directly to the client. If you are not selling albums as a default, you are greatly reducing your opportunity to run a profitable, sustainable business. The information that is given in this video is intended to help you grow and run profitable, sustainable businesses. I trust that the information will be received in the spirit that it's given.